Title: Update: AITA for proposing to my girlfriend with a video game relic and refusing to buy a ring when asked. Update: AITA for proposing to my girlfriend with a video game relic instead of a ring and refusing to purchase a ring after. Hello everyone. Here's a link to my previous post from a month ago in which I proposed to my girlfriend with the amulet of Mara from Skyrim, and was a big asshole, as many of you pointed out, because she wanted a more traditional ring. Well, here's an update for you. We got married. I realized pretty quickly after posting my original post that I was the asshole and my feelings were hurt because I'm an idiot. So we picked out a ring together, and in that we decided, hey, let's just elope. So we both picked out a ring, and now we're married. Thank you for everyone who tried to knock some sense into me. I am very happy with my wife, and I'm glad we both got what we wanted. She also wore the amulet as we got married, but she didn't want me to post any of our actual wedding photos on the internet, so I'm just posting the rings. That's it, we're happy, a ring was bought and now we're just enjoying nerdy married life. Edit: I removed the photo of our rings. I will not have people insult my wife. She is a ridiculously beautiful woman, but that isn't the most important thing. She is compassionate and smart as hell. She's the funniest person I know, and has such quick wit she'll put you on your ass laughing. But you people can't get past her. I think adorable, hands, so no more photos. Title: AITA for not letting my parents stay with my kids for long periods of time because of my brother. I, 27F, have a sister, 26F, and a brother, 15M, who is autistic. When he was 2 he was diagnosed with autism. From that moment on he was my parents' absolute priority. While I get it now, 14 years old me did not. It was like I woke up one day and my parents became very different people. Lots of money were spent on various types of therapy, lots of time were dedicated solely to him, lots of special occasions for me and my sister became second thoughts to my parents. They were not terrible parents, but a lot of the things they did before, like having meals with us every night, picking us from school, became our nanny's responsibilities as my parents were focused on my brother. I resented my brother first and with time my parents. The one positive thing was me and my sister becoming best friends. I left for college when I was 18 and my sister left for the same college the year after. We lived together the whole time. Neither of us really missed home because who misses feeling like a second thought? We only went home for the holidays. In the summers we did car trips and had a blast. When I was 21 I met my now husband. The three of us, me, sis and him, became super close. After that he joined our summer trips. We got married 2 years later and had twins the following year. The kids are now 3. We stopped the trips after the twins were born, but after their first birthday we decided to go on 3 weeks vacations annually. When they grow up we will make sure to adjust the trips so they can join us. Right after my sister finished college I got a job near our hometown. My sister had no reason to stay where we were, so she moved back with us. My husband's parents live close, just 2 hours away, and my parents and my brother still live in our old house 15 minutes away. For the first 2 trips after the twins were born we left them with my Mill and Phil. They are amazing grandparents. Well, this year it clicked to my parents that my girls were obviously not going with us on the trips. They asked who had watched the twins the first 2 times and I explained that my Mill and Phil had. They asked to keep them this year and I said no, but thanks for the offer, we appreciate it. They wanted to know why my Mill and Phil could have them for long periods of time but they couldn't. I was honest. Said that I do trust them to babysit for short periods as I know they would never neglect the girls in those few hours. But I don't want they to have them for 3 weeks. They need a lot of attention. And so does my brother. And while I don't think they would do anything on purpose, I'm afraid they will end up too focused on my brother and temporarily forget the twins need their attention as well. They accused me of hating my brother, I don't, and said that I was a horrible sister. They said I was punishing them for caring for my brother and preventing them from bonding with my girls. My sister and husband agree with me, though. But I fear they are just too close to the situation to judge. Title: AITA for enforcing that my son uses his college fund to pay back his child support. All names are fake. My wife and I have 2 kids. Our oldest is Josh. He just started his 2nd year in college. Full disclosure, I'm not Josh's biological dad, but I'm been married to his mom since he was 8. He's my son in all but blood. Josh has a full ride scholarship at his college. His mom and I are very proud, and he has ambitions for law school after graduation. A few months ago we were contacted by Tina, a girl who claimed to have had a baby boy with Josh. The baby is a little under 18 months old. Tina said Josh had ghosted her and blocked her on all platforms. She'd been trying to get back in touch with him, but when that didn't work began to look for his parents to contact. She finally found us and begged us to get Josh to talk to her. We were skeptical at first. He said he knew the girl but denied the baby. We insisted on a paternity test, 2 of them, and they were positive. Tina has gone through the courts and now is pushing for back child support for the baby. Josh is panicking. He doesn't have much income or savings other than a college fund his mom and I have been paying into. He wanted to use that money for his first apartment and for law school. My wife wants to help him pay. The payments aren't much now, and we could afford to, but I'm against it. We, wife and I, agreed that our kids would be responsible for themselves once they moved out. We'd help them if they needed it, but only if it was reasonable. To me, paying his child support for a baby he tried to abandon is unreasonable. He has the money in his fund, he just doesn't want to use it. Josh is afraid of not being able to afford law school without big loans in the future, and to that I say tough, should have thought of that before bringing a child into the world. My wife thinks I'm unfairly punishing him, and paying the support now would be investing in both the baby and Josh's future. I have no interest in taking care of an infant again this late in life. I'm fine with being grandpa but not stand-in dad while Josh gets off scot-free. He needs to step up and take care of his kid. Edited to add, I suddenly have a flood of responses to read. I can't find the info posts I meant to reply to, so I will address some questions here. Tina, according to her, tried to get into contact with Josh while she was pregnant. He denied the baby was his and ignored her. They weren't dating. She attends community college, not his university. She has evidence of multiple attempts to contact him both before and after the baby was born. I don't know about protection being used. I'd hope they were careful and that this was just an accident, but I'm not going to ask about all the details of my son's sex life. Title: AITA for reporting my teacher for practically implying that I'm a NZI, so 14F. I've been going to school in person since August. I'm a high school freshman and one of my classes is world history. Yesterday, we started on the Holocaust. Before we started the unit, he explained to us that he is Jewish, and his great-grandpa was a victim of the Holocaust and that he might get a bit emotional while teaching. My teacher was explaining to us Nazi standards, and he decided to use me as an example. I am a very pale, blue-eyed, blonde girl, but I have Jewish ancestors. I am not Jewish because I am atheist, but it is still my blood and my family that had to suffer. Which I guess he didn't know. He looked at me and said, the Nazis would have loved you. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if you had Nazi blood in you. I was fucking appalled. I knew this teacher didn't like me, but he crossed the line when he compared me to a fucking Nazi. I'm not going to lie, I lost my shit. I got up and walked out the door and called my mom to pick me up. No, I am not supposed to just leave, but I did it anyway. I told my mom what happened and she called the school and raised hell. She is friends with the principal and he ensured her that he would either be reprimanded or released from his position. I think he's getting what he deserves. But my friend Mia, who actually really likes him, called me an overdramatic bitch and that I just ruined someone's livelihood, which made me feel really guilty. AITA. I forgot to mention the way he said it. He didn't say it like a teacher making a connection or something to explain better, he said it aggressively and was pretty snarky about it. Which is one of the reasons I walked out. Update: I just got home from school. I only have 4 hours due to COVID, and he wasn't there. The principal said that he would be on probation. Don't know what that means for a teacher, and that he had to apologize. He refused, and quit that day. I don't know why he quit, he just did. Thanks for your kind words guys, smiley face. And a special thanks to another available 18, who messaged me and said, overdramatic bitch, but you get it from your mama, Nazi. I appreciate it.